welcome to a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Ducks will kick this deep to start us off. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. To throw, it's Mendoza. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football. An early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
So we got the opening drive. We got a big third down. Why not go with that quick slant? It works. It typically does work, and it's a first down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. A quick throw out left, complete. He's got the 40. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
How about this? Wasting no time. Opening minute, already this offense is down in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Caught in the backfield, it's Riley. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
1st and goal, handoff. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. To throw, it's Moore. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got a receiver wide open here.
You know, we talked this week with the offense coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Ducks pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Trying to find room. It's Hill. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Back to pass. It's Moore. He's running out of time here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Moves out of the pocket. And he throws it away. A smart choice that time. But it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this 3rd down.
Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Caught near the sticks. It's Riley. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this. Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push. And once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And now the running back's got it again. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Quick catch over the middle. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
On 3rd and short, trying to pick it up on the ground. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
They need a yard here and 4th down to keep this drive alive. Quarterback drops back. Pass rush closing in. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And as we move to the 2nd quarter, we hope these teams will build a promising start. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the single back takes the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact, and no penalty brings up 3rd down. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And they pick up the first on the ground. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Aggies. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On the run, it's Hill.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Quick throw to the left side. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. He's past the marker and still going. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Caught over the middle. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. The Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Pulls it in. It's Hill. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
The pocket breaking down. Escapes the pocket. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
And the Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. To the air. It's Moore. Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Man, I love to see these big fellas get a chance to make a play. Usually it's the guys on the edge, the linebackers, but here the nose guard comes up with a sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for a man deep down the left side. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the extra point was up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And the wideout goes in motion. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Grab behind the line. It's Riley. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Snags a good throw. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Receiver makes the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the Aggies looking to run some tempo here. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now, just before halftime.
Well, they come out of that nickel package. The move pays off, gives them the extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab near the sticks. It's Casper. Touchdown, Ducks. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money. And then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. This will likely be the last play of the half. Takes the handoff. It's McGowan. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Looking to pass. It's Moore. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Gets into space at the 50. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. You'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. When they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. A short completion of the tight end. The big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
3rd down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Dropping back, it's Moore. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense will go for here on 4th down and 3. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the 1st down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Ducks looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And they're trying to push it in here. Touchdown, Oregon. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, it puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looks like Texas A&M will have the 1st down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Scanning the field. It's Mendoza looking for the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Riley. Finally. them. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The receiver grabs it. The gain is not enough for 1st down, so it brings up a 4th and short. And the Aggies will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The offense trailing here in the 2nd half. This is a crucial 4th down try. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to scramble. He's got it. That is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Catch made, looking for the goal line. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the 1st down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Stop right there at the line, no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They need a touchdown here. Down big in the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. It's Mendoza. Bringing pressure. It's a fumble behind the line. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, they're going for the touchdown. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
A field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on 4th down. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut into this lead. So the offense begins this drive backed up at the 4-yard line. Testing the right side here. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. Kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Trying to gain some breathing room, but he stopped right in his tracks at the 3.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Serious challenge now for this offense. It's 3rd down and 10 inside their own 5-yard line. Back to throw. It's Moore. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A huge defensive score.
I can appreciate the aggressive approach by this offense, but it backfires on them, and now you give the opponent a chance to really cut into the lead and come right back and have a chance to win this game.
Lining up to try the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Number 37 sets the kickoff.
Well, this is what we hoped for. This is what we expected, Kurt. A tight, tough battle between two really good teams. Now, who can step up and make that winning play down the stretch?
Well, early in the year, these two teams have actually lived up to the billing of 2 top 5 teams, showing a lot on offense and defense. Now, with so much on the line early in the year, tight game, who's going to make the plays to walk out of here the victor?
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, about the only thing that went right for the offense there, Chris, is they kept the ball in bounds to try to keep that clock moving. The defense does their job. They're just trying to think of any way at all to get that ball out and get the ball back to their offense to have a shot here.
Quickly behind the 6 here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's low. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. To the air. It's Moore. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw here. Tries the right with a quick throw. Picked off, a crucial turnover.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock. Instead, throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. 1st down to the 48. 1st and 10 play coming up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? They desperately need it. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking right. This one caught. Loose football. Ball scooped up by the defense.
Just a great job by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical turnover here. Late in the game, working with the lead, you get the ball back to your offense, and now a chance to secure victory.
And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. Leaning on the run game here late. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. Solid run. Tackle to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. You finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. And that should secure the victory, and they dodged the upset trap here, Kurt. They came in, handled the pressure of this early season collision, and really set the tone for an outstanding season.
Yeah, they really have. To walk out of here tonight with a big win should give them a ton of confidence going forward. Not to mention, a win like this on a nationally televised stage, it's going to carry a lot of weight as this year progresses.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Oh, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.